thread. Because we ain't coming back down here. Or
Oh
at
dear
least in this
God,
area.
wait. Osiris, Lily Darcy, we had to like slide down here or climb down. Do
Oh,
you have
right.
stairs out of here?
I think you hear a little bit of laughter, and then a rope descends down with a lift for Astani.
You saw the look on my face. I was like, now.
Cool.
With a
I
little
love this.
lift
A centaur
for
lift.
Astani.
Yep.
A little.
I'm gonna be real with you. I also take the lift. Normally I would
Yep.
climb, but it's just like 10 HP. I'm tired.
Yep, it's for anyone who's injured.
I've done a lot today.
You've done a lot. Yes, you have.
Vori gets into the lift and not still like only like barely understanding why, pulls out a branch from his pocket and starts breaking the branch and then repairing it, breaking the branch and then repairing it. Just like a little wooden dowel that he keeps breaking and repairing.
Sure. Actually, instead of getting on the lift, I like just climb on a Sparky and then have him blink us up to the top.
Sure. As you see, Osiris and Darcy are using the rope to pull. And eventually you all get up to the kind of rafters, and you can kind of see just the just how extensive this forest of bone is. The entire chamber is obliterated, the floor, and you can see that the bones descend into the darkness, probably the lower levels of the catacombs. But interestingly enough, I would say based on anyone's passive perception, if it's above a 15, you would note that very similar to a tree, the central kind of trunk is much sturdier with the branches coming off, but there's ridges. It looks almost like a spine.
Sick. That's all I got.
Massive spine, I would say.
Interesting.
All right. There you go. As Darcy kind of holds her hand out to Astani to help her up properly from platform to the rafter.
Thank you.
Where you can see that there is a door where they seem to have stealth their way in. And you actually have a much better view of the mosaic, which is pierced in places, but it's still being held together. And it looks like an ancient city being destroyed by a massive serpent.
Whoa.
Like think like Egyptian hieroglyphics, like / mosaic with how it's kind of laid out. But yeah, that's the vibe from this whole thing.
This is this was all here, just waiting.
The past often gets buried.
Is there anyone who could understand this? Rory, do you know this?
I'm sorry, Dan. What language did you say this was on the wall?
It's not.
It's just a paste. It's pictures. It's
a
like a
just
pictograph.
pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a mosaic. Okay.
Yeah.
No
language except in pictures. But it's one that does somewhat register with you, Rory, and I think a little bit with you, Deodora.
What's in the picture?
A giant serpent destroying a city.
Oh. Does this look like... I see.
For Theodora, the outline you saw, and it was much smaller, but it was in the memory back in the Shiftweavian library.
Yep. No, I picked that up. I just didn't say anything.
I know it's been a while since, so I
picked up
was
on
like,
that.
let me remind
No.
just in case.
This was the original attack on Felk
Mm-hmm.
when all of this started.
I see. Asani, for the briefest of moments so that you can understand. And
oh yeah, we say
what,
Felk and you don't understand. Do we say it?
It's a different language.
It's like we say it and it sounds like fucking garbled nonsense coming out of our mouths, like static almost.
Yeah, just imagine her
you-
behind you, just like biting her lip, like, what's happening?
You see
What?
the same wall. Like, you see the same
Checking your
wall.
ears.
This is a place
Mhm.
in your mind. But you see the exact same wall, except that the snake... Is it... DM, just for confirmation, is the snake eating its own tail?
Not quite. It's almost big enough
But-
for that, but yeah. It's quite
But
large.
very... But it's basically that. Is that what we're looking at here?
No, is that what we're looking at? I thought we were just looking at a snake that was destroying a city.
A snake that is destroying a city, but its tail is
Yeah.
kind of almost acting almost like the border around the mosaic.
Gotcha,
So it's
okay.
almost eating its tail, and then the city is within kind of
So-
the inner lot. It looks like it could be
Yeah.
focaled around the city, but it's not quite large enough just yet.
So, to explain this, like what Astani sees, and I will leave it up to you how you want to like role play this part for you. What Astani sees is the exact same wall and the place that we're in, but the snake starts moving and its mouth extends to eat its own tail. The city on fire starts to animate, and then you see bits of watercolor starting to color in the snake in dark colors, the city in like muted mid-tone colors. You can hear faint screaming and like the faint smell of fires. And then you see like a title screen where letters appear in fire and then just come into like a solid bit of text, and it says Ouroboros. And then the whole wall goes back to the way that you originally saw it, with the snake that is just about to catch its tail, but not quite, with a city in the middle of the loop.
Just awe.
This
And
must
just-
have been when the society was new.
Mm-hmm.
New. In its infancy or in its...
Yes. In the city it surrounds is, unfortunately, my home.
Even like Osani's head fully your home?
I do have one.
I never thought you didn't. I just... And then like back to the mosaic, everything just... I didn't...
And this mosaic is thousands of years old.
I think they just
Yeah.
didn't expect to see your home here.
Mm-hmm. So their eyes are glancing through the mosaic, and if it's like the camera's panning, they're just like putting their hands like just close enough, and then like a sharp, just like the connection that you had with Kara, like seeing that like line between this 1,000-year-old mosaic, and their head kind of turns back to you, your home. Underground for all this time.
Oh, no. This is just a record of it.
Still, even if it's distant away, this is somewhat close to you, and it's still underground. Still a tie to where you're from.
From what I've learned, they keep excellent records here. I
Damn,
wonder why they kept a record of this, though.
Why wouldn't they? Their first... I don't know if I would call it a triumph, but... Or maybe they didn't paint it at all.
Well, I'll say it like this. I'm certainly not ungrateful, but I'm sure you run into a few people who do not care to tell or speak about history in its fullness, let's say. It's nice to be somewhere that does.
Every place does. You just need to know where to look for it. DM, I have a question.
Sure.
You said in the middle of this room there is the trunk of this tree looks like a spinal column.
Mm-hmm.
And the blood around the room looks like a system of veins. Is it like they were trying to build something down here? Or create something down here?
Possibly.
Like, maybe, again, give the creature a body.
Possibly. Interestingly enough, too, I would say, you being so keen and perceptive, the city in the mosaic is not Velk.
Is it the bone? No.
It's Jorix.
Is
That's why
it
its tail
Jorix of
the past?
now?
The past.
It's Jorix of the past. Okay. Just trying to see if it was like, I don't know, some kind of like oracle, like drawing Angerberta.
Tell the future.
Sorry.
No.
You know?
No, it's a fair question. No. It seems like this was perhaps laid as some kind of warning of events that happened in the past, but Jorix was not conquered. Velk was not conquered. For it be eating its tail if it had.
Yeah. I'll look at the mosaic again, look back to the potential attempted Frankenstein creature. Say, I don't think this was painted by the society. Because why would they document their failure like this?
To be clear on my part, I don't think the society painted this. I just think that that's what this painting is about, as it were. The subject.
Yeah, it's about their failed attempt to take over the city. Their first run. They didn't succeed. Because otherwise, the city would be devoured and so would the snake. They failed back then. They were successful in some ways, but their end goal, they failed. So they're trying again.
Is that what this is?
Yes, I think so.
This is made out of a very strange combination of magic. It's not just blood magic.
No. Experimentation. Like we said before.
Yes, but with intent. It's conjuring
Shoot.
magic.
Doesn't all experimentation have intent? At least that's what I've gathered from hearing you speak. There's a purpose to it. You're not just doing something, you're trying to see a result.
That is true. In this case, the result they're aiming for seems to be summoning something.
Or building a new body for something that's already been summoned. And unfortunately, and I kind of like point to where like the other bodies were, and I point to Kyra. I think these are just, or they were just batteries, maybe?
I
Arteries.
can confirm that in Kara's case, that's what that is. In the case of Eri, that's what they intended. But also, there's a... Okay, I don't think you'd understand that terminology. There is a thing I can see.
Why do you think I wouldn't understand the terminology?
Equations in computers.
You talk about those things a lot. I can get the gist.
Well, Right. The image that I have from the archives is some large diamond-shaped object that seems to be swallowing stars.
Diamond shaped, but you can't see it, right?
I haven't seen it, but it's something that exists in Blackstone's memory. They say he ran into it the first time while you were in... Oh, Illipin? Illipin.
Mm. A diamond, yes. Conduit. Is that what you're referring to?
All of this that we're seeing now seems to be related to whatever that thing is, too.
Well, something that could pull in a bunch of people's souls and use it to power or feed this monster. Yeah, it would be related. We already saw their first attempt when they attacked the tower. And if I'm not mistaken, though I don't know magic very well, I do know that some spells come with a high cost. Diamonds are pretty rare and expensive.
And if I had to make a guess about this and the way that this is going, someone wants to use a really powerful magic but doesn't want to pay the cost that it takes.
They wouldn't be able to benefit from it otherwise. So why would they? This whole thing has been about other people paying the price for someone else's desires. I'm going to take another look at the painting, the mosaic. I kind of just want to like study it for a bit so I can maybe paint it later.
Sure.
Draw it later.
I think because Ostani charts star maps, they're just like taking notes and sketching.
Sure.
It's not truly like a painting, but they would be doing that there, like sketching like a portion of this and their thoughts of like what this is looking like here.
Why don't you do a sleight of hand check with how well that is looking? And yes, you can assist with that, Deodora, probably pointing out like specific things that maybe the shift weave is calling you to portions of the mosaic. So you'll have a advantage on the roll, Stani.
Is there shift weave in the mosaic?
Not inlaid within it, but I would say the shift weave within you is definitely pointing you to like specific points of interest, I would say.
Okay.
That is a 19 plus 2 for sleight of hand.
Yeah.
21.
You have almost an exact replica of this mosaic in your sketchbook.
I think we should like get out of here.
Yes.
We still have much to do before we can rest. So.
All right. You're exiting the chamber? Okay.
Going to get thread.
All right. We'll say for the sake of brevity, just because I'm also aware that some people have hard outs, you all make your way towards the hallway where the Bone Weaver was mentioned to be. The catacombs stretching before you, walls and arches meticulously constructed from countless bones, each piece integrated into elaborate, macabre patterns. Down the dimly lit hall, an unnatural shadow spills from a distant chamber, its darkness creeping towards you but not quite reaching. As you near the closest room to you, delicate webs materialize in the air, clinging to the edges of your path. Within the space, as you are probably stealthily moving, or as quietly as you can for some, you can see a room that is just full of bodies. Some fresh, some have been there for a long period of time, covered in webs. And it takes a minute. I would say probably Deodora you would notice first, Rory second, and Astani third. It looks like one of the corpse's arms move, and then you realize it's a mandible, as a massive bone spider is carefully weaving its way around. Almost looks like they're tucking another corpse that has kind of come down from above, carefully into place. Silently weaving gold and silver thread across, each strand catching faint, eerie glimmers in the gloom. Who's grabbing some of the thread? Sorry, Salem meowed an answer as I was asking that.
Not to metagame, but probably the person who has the best sleight of hand is going to be the person to do this
Probably
one. Like, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
it's not like, I mean, I could
The plus
put
2
like
over
a unlit torch in there and do a cotton candy thing with it, but I don't know if that's going to be great.
here. I want to see that, but
That would be a great idea.
I got a sleight of hand for you if we're ready.
All right, go ahead and roll, and then tell me how much you're grabbing.
Wait, how much can I grab?
You can grab quite a bit. There's a lot here. Versus when you were in the ruins before, there was only a smattering of it. There is ton. This thing is its nest.
Okay, that is a 27 on that sleight of hand.
Okay, yeah, it has no idea you're there. So let me know how much you would like to take.
I would like to take as much as we are allowed to take.
Okay.
Knowing at this point, right? Here's what we know. We just came down here to fight a person who has been generating that problem and then some, and we have no idea the extent of the amount of victims he has or how
Sure.
many other people are doing similar things. So we need to have enough to help Ari now, and like Theodora said earlier,
Mhm.
to help other people in the future, because I don't know, like bone weavers aren't going to be everywhere. We can't keep coming back here to get stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm kind of
we'll
like, does this motherfucker have a fucking egg pouch? just we're gonna start a farm, okay?
You think that you can probably have grabbed about, let's say, probably about 700 feet of thread. Carefully enough, for God's sake.
The spider turns around and wonders why half the wall is like a portion of the wall is just cleared off.
No, because this thing is covered. Interesting, because I just looked it up because I was curious as well.
Jordan, let me have my joke.
No.
Okay, I'm dropping off
No.
the call. Fuck you.
Hold on
Okay.
for a
The day
moment.
after Juneteenth of all days.
Nope. Anyways, you're able to get that amount of thread. And it still looks like there is a lot more. You know you're going to be coming down here again eventually, because obviously you have to also handle Kara, and you all had mentioned other excursions down into the catacombs once other
Oh
things
yeah, we're
had
trying to
been
get to
dealt
that
with.
bone city or whatever it's called. I'm
Yep.
trying to get to that
Plus, you
cathedral
wanted
of
to
bone.
connect with more of the shift weave and collect those memories and stuff too.
Oh
So.
yeah, I mean Theodora does. Farron wants to see a bone city.
But
We are
yes,
two different people.
there will be many of opportunity to perchance grab more on the way back up from your excursions. You're able to do that, and eventually, again for the sake of
No.
brevity,
I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
question. Sorry.
Yes, go on.
Is there like a way to befriend bone weavers spiders?
You can certainly try with animal handling. Yeah.
Let me look at my animal. That's not bad.
Hang on, I'm
Like I
muting
just
real
want to
quick.
like.
Could I help?
I'm giving the boy treats so he stops trying to knock things over.
Oh, I'm not muted. Okay, animal handling is going 18.
Okay. How are you befriending?
Fuck, I don't know how to befriend a goddamn spider. I kind of just want it to like, without, kind of approach it slowly like you would any other like wild creature. I can only say this in like terms that you would use for like a dog or a cat. Like, let it get my scent,
Does familiarize with you, kind of. I think you see its little pincers kind
Yeah.
of tasting the air, and you through the thread, since it is bone weaver thread, so it's feeding off of soul energy and kind of transforming it out of nothing into something that's tangible.
I just wanted to like get familiar with, because if we're going to be coming out here, probably we're going to be coming again at least one more time. I just want to make it so that like if we do come, it's like we're not a threat to you.
Yeah.
But we might just pop by every once in a while and like, I don't know, maybe have a fucking spider friend and they just give me thread so I don't have to keep sneaking,
I think with that you get a okay, and probably like not mentally like talking, right? Because this isn't speak with animals, but I do think you get the impression that it is hoping that perhaps some kind of offering will be given for the thread, but that it is fine otherwise.
I mean, I'm more than happy to
bring down a body or something. Yeah, like just bring out a body. Like I think it'll be fine with that.
Unfortunately, it is going to be a little serial killer Eve. So sorry, but I promise she has great intentions. But yeah, no, like definitely we'll bring something down. Like it doesn't have to be like a humanoid or anything, but like something that like maybe like something that I hunted.
Yeah,
and bring down the body.
It seems satisfied with whatever you're going to bring it, but yes, that way the balance is maintained. But yes, 1000%. And I think You feel, because Osiris and Darcy are directly with you now, they immediately seen where you were going, we're like, we gotta go, so we're not interfering with this. But that seems to have been the type of relationship that the Death Blooms have with Summarley. So, yeah.
Cool.
That kind of connection has been had. You all continue through the catacombs up. Eventually, emerging from the shadowed silence of the catacombs, pushing open the heavy mausoleum door, and stepping into the cold, rain-soaked night. Gray sheets of rain blur the gravestones around you, and the scent of wet earth fill the air as overhead thunder rumbles and lightning forks across the sky, illuminating the cemetery in brief electric flashes. The world outside for all of you feels raw and alive, the storm's fury echoing the turmoil carried from within them, as well as the depths below. All of you also notice, though, what once was relatively flat clouds in the sky above are furling, slowly churning. And I think at this moment, from Sokali and from Sparky, you start to hear a soft whimper. Almost a grimace expression on their face. Their hackles are slightly raised, and you can kind of hear low snarls, sharp yelps every now and then. As if being in this presence outside is uncomfortable.
Is Sparky reacting at all?
Sparky and Sokali specifically are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think you even hear Sokali
immediately.
like just constant kind of growling.
Can I do like a perception check?
Mhm.
Or is
Yeah.
like, and also like, are they pointing in any specific direction, like with their bodies?
They seem to be kind of hunching over, very much like dogs do when they're afraid or just in pain. And every now and then their eyes are looking up towards the sky, where you can actually see it's churning in that kind of
Okay, so it's
circular
like
motion.
reacting to the
Yeah.
storm, the perceived storm anyway. Okay.
What is it? Don't. And they're just like going to comfort Sokali.
Perception 26.
26. And you are looking at what specifically, Theodora? Apologies.
I'm just because I wanted to know what they were reacting to, like if I could tell, and you said that they're reacting to like the swirling clouds. Is there something that I can see, like even just like the faint shadow of something moving in the clouds or anything like that?
Not moving. You see it. It's more focused above, like the city proper. But I think you see a tint of teal, crystal, almost protruding out of the sky.
Well, that's not good. I'll point it out to my companions.
And I think around you, your hair kind of lifts as a chill moves through the air as you see one by one rising from freshly dug graves, small orbs rising up. And now seeing it for the first time, Theodora, immediately you see the orbs almost like they're digging their claws into the earth, as the orbs are also now being siphoned up into the sky. The whimpering from Sokali and from Sparky getting louder.
This question.
Mhm.
These souls are being sucked up into this crystal. I know this souls are like more spirit than anything else, but I would argue that souls also contain history, which would mean they'd also be part shadow.
Correct.
Could I try to save some of these by pulling them into my armor?
Of course. Yeah, if you want to make a shiftway check real quick.
I do. Okay, I'm gonna use inspiration on this because
Sounds good.
it just feels very important. Okay, bet. fucking math. 26 again.
Okay.
I want to help action, but I don't think you need it.
Yeah, I use Sparky to give me help action.
Sparky's at disadvantage right now. But yeah.
Oh, I fucking forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just
Yeah, if you want to
pretend Rory
take
gave it to me.
Rory's help on that, yeah, then you easily can. Okay, can you roll a d10 for me, please?
Does also what's the roll for Sparky? Not be a disadvantage.
It's a spirit
Is
check
it?
for Sparky.
Oh, I thought it was con. I thought he was poisoned or something.
No, this is not the poison.
Oh, this is something else? Oh, I didn't realize this was something else. I only knew about poison.
The
Okay,
poison
never mind.
effect is largely gone.
What is Sparky at a spirit?
Nope. It seems like, much like the orbs are being suctioned up, Sparky and Sokali are also being called up towards the crystals. And this is them being like trying to stay low.
I dismiss him. I dismiss him.
Yep.
And I point to Asani to do the same thing for Sokali. Dismiss her. Dismiss them right now. And my yeah. So that
yeah.
No.
That's what I was like. I don't think it's
not.
making sense yet. So that's why I was like, let me clarify real quick. So yeah, you would have heard this was you probably would have seen both Sparky and Sokali like digging their claws into the earth to try and like hang on, or like trying to do the dog thing of like going in between your legs, almost like using you as the anchor to prevent that. As again the low snarls and sharp yelps are heard. As Sparky vanishes in a swirl of ink and golden embers, while Sokali fades away in a cascade of gold and silver threads, leaving only the roar of the rain behind.
Okay.
You are able
How
to...
many,
that D10, what did you get?
D10, right. And I got 3.
Okay. You are able to grab 3 souls that are immediately nearby. There's not a ton of spirits in this cemetery, right? But you're able to grab and feel their memories interweave themselves within the armor. The experiences and such we will talk about at a later date, but sure. Rain continues to lash from the churning sky as clouds swirling thick, obscuring the night as they begin to continue to spiral into an ominous rotation above the city. After a moment, another band of Aurora, the Aurora Borealis, struggles to pierce through the storm, their luminous colors shimmering faintly behind the rolling dark. Again, more from across the city. Orbs of light and crackling energy are drawn upwards, pulled inexorably into the vortex above. At the center of it all, a massive cluster of teal crystals, all undulating like a beating heart, as more and more of these orbs are being pulled within. Energy. Astani, you feel the Veiled Temple District, and indeed the Temple Districts themselves, struggling to not necessarily go on lockdown, but to make sure that that specific portal remains untouched by whatever is absorbing the energies from around. After a moment, there is a crackling noise, and the crystals in the sky pan white for a moment before each one, much like comets or shooting stars that flow through the sky. Crystals collapse, exploding all over the city. Little stars of constellations flying off in various directions, revealing a massive moon, which, after a moment, gives a shudder before being split open to reveal a colossal, unblinking yellow eye staring down upon the world.
That's no moon.
And that is where our season
I
4
fucking
finale will end.
I spit in it. I spit in that eye. I spit in it so hard. I throw a tooth. I clip my fingernail and shoot my.
That is where our
I
season will end.
I scratch the cornea. Fuck you.
Okay. That is where our season will end for now on this cliffhanger as a giant eye looms in the sky. Trying to be mindful because I know some people have some hard outs, so I'm trying to be very mindful of that. Time flies by when you're trying to save a city and yourselves. So, hi, great job, everybody. You did great. Okay. Let us go around and say who we are. Say where we can find and support all the wonderful things that you are doing. And yeah, let's start with Maz.
Hello, I'm Maz. I will be on tomorrow, I think, on Forgotten Adventures. I will have to double check that. But if all goes well, tomorrow evening I will come back and play some Resident Evil 9. We'll see on how that works with timing. But for Starcrawl will come out with episode 4 of Vaesen on 8 p.m. EST. So definitely come check us out. Come hang out. It is an incredible series, and this is 4 out of 7 episodes, so it's about to get real dicey. Yeah.
Wonderful. We'll popcorn over to Sin.
Hey. Hi. It's your resident sunflower being once again being issue for this and every other season. Although I don't know which version of the problem I'm going to be next season. But I have been that he, him, inventor, or they, he, arcane trickster today. You can find me at Sinziak in all the places doing all of the things, and particularly today at around 7:30 or so Eastern Time, I will be hanging out with Neon Lights Roleplay and being an Autobot and raising money for Philly Black Pride. So, go see me be go see me be a robot for the second time today.
Love it. Thank you so much. And Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. I'm blurry right now, but okay, no, I'm not. Okay. Hi, I'm Fair. You can follow me on socials at Fairbear, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok, here on Twitch when I will stream when I can. I was gonna stream yesterday, but then my power went out. So, and then it went out again. So I was like, okay, I'll just lay here and try not to die of heat. But yeah, we do stream from time to time. I won't be there tomorrow, but you should go hang out over at Batty Bart's on Batty Bart's channel, 11 a.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. Eastern, for Legends and Legacies, which is a die game that we're playing to raise money for the girls. If so, give money to Black trans people to help them with housing and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're doing charity stream all month. I won't be there tomorrow, unfortunately, but it's still going to be an amazing session. And then I will be back for the finale next weekend. So yeah, come hang out, donate. You can, if you donate, there are incentives associated with that. So you can help us give the GM a reroll or an auto success, things of that nature. So yeah. And Philly Bright Nights returning a couple weeks, July 8th. So that'll be Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern over on Dimples and Dice channel. Monster Within. It'll be great. I'm back for season 3, baby.
Woo-woo.
Probably going to be worse than ever.
We'll see. Yeah. So,
Well, I mean, not my character. My character's fine.
for the moment.
My character's the baby.
And hi everyone, I've been your storyteller and producer, D&D Jordan. Hi, it's me. Thank you so much. I'll be back here this week with more of our usual shenanigans as always. So yeah, always appreciate it. Special reminder, we do have next Saturday. We're going to be doing a Q&A. So if you have questions for us about TTRPGs, about seasons 1, 2, 3, and now 4, please submit your questions. We'll be putting out postings on socials, as well as we do have a channel in our Discord for Ampistrano chatter, so you can put your questions there. Yes, we will also be answering questions live, but this will help me organize things as well. I will also have all the information next week about our return date and a possible charity stream and stuff as well. So yeah, we're also going to be making some cool changes and things, so stay tuned. As well as we'll be looking for art and all that fun stuff as well. So if you want to get involved, just message me. I'm pretty easy to reach. Yeah, that'll be very, very exciting. All right, everybody. Thank you again, as always, for all of you for tuning in. Please go subscribe to our YouTube. We have new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. And we're getting really close to, I think, like 300 subscribers, which is really exciting. So, yeah, and support these awesome people you're around if you can. But thank you to my incredible mod team. Thank you to my wonderful chat and audience. You all have been a blast. We'll be back here next week. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and from all of us to you, we'll see you beyond the veil. Bye, everybody.